From bean to bar, the chocolate journey begins. It all starts with a humble bean, the cocoa bean. These little miracles grow in pods on cacao trees. They only thrive in a narrow band around the equator. Lindt, like all great chocolatiers, is picky about its beans. They source from the best, from places where the soil sings with richness. The farmers who grow these beans are artists in their own right. They know each tree, each pod. They wait for just the right moment to harvest. When the pods are ripe, they're a sight to behold. Yellows and reds like sunset captured in fruit. The farmers crack them open with practiced hands. Inside, nestled in white pulp, are the beans. They don't look like much yet, but oh, the potential they hold. These beans are the first step in a magical journey. From here, they'll travel far. By skill, by passion, by time-honored techniques. Nature's magic. Fermentation and drying. Now comes a bit of alchemy. The beans, fresh from their pods, need to ferment. It sounds odd, doesn't it? Fermenting chocolate? But this step is crucial. It's where flavor begins to bloom. The beans are piled in heaps or boxes. They're covered with banana leaves. And then, nature takes over. For about a week, the beans sit and sweat. Microbes get to work. They break down the pulp around the beans. This triggers chemical changes inside. Flavors develop. Bitterness softens. The beans darken from pale to rich brown. It's a delicate process. Too short, and the flavor's weak. Too long, and it turns unpleasant. After fermentation comes drying. The beans are spread out in the sun. They bask for days, turning regularly. This isn't just about removing moisture. It's about continuing the flavor development. Lindt's experts know exactly when they're ready. Roasting and grinding. The aroma awakens. The dried beans arrive at Lindt's facilities. Here, magic really begins to happen. First comes the roast. Like coffee beans, cocoa beans need heat to shine. The roasting is an art form. Temperature and time must be just right. Too hot, and flavors burn away. Too cool, and they never fully develop. As the beans roast, the air fills with aroma. It's intoxicating, rich, deep, promising. The beans crack and pop. Their shells loosen. Inside, complex chemical reactions are taking place. Sugars caramelize. Amino acids and sugars combine in what's called the Maillard reaction. This creates hundreds of new flavor compounds. Once roasted, the beans are cracked and winnowed. This removes the shells, leaving just the nibs. These nibs are the heart of chocolate flavor. They're then ground. Huge mills turn them into a paste. As they grind, the friction creates heat. This melts the cocoa butter within the nibs. The paste becomes liquid. We call this chocolate liquor. What? The Lindt secret conching to perfection. Now we come to a crucial step, one that sets Lindt apart. It's called conching. Modern conches are more high-tech. It's about mixing, aerating, and heating the chocolate. It smooths out the chocolate. This is what gives Lindt its famously smooth mouthfeel. Lindt's founder, Rodolphe Lindt, invented the conching process. Chocolate that melted on the tongue. It changed the chocolate world forever. It's part of their commitment to quality. Tempering. The art of chocolate crystals. After conching comes tempering. It's all about cocoa butter crystals. Tempering ensures these crystals form perfectly, giving chocolate its snap and glossy sheen, its smooth melt and shape at room temperature. Tempering is a dance of temperature, a delicate process requiring skill. Incorrect tempering causes bloom. Lindt perfects this with a perfect sheen and that satisfying snap. Section 6. Molding dreams. shaping Lindt's delights. Now, the chocolate is ready to take shape. Lindt creates a dazzling array of forms: bars, truffles, pralines. Each requires its own molds, its own technique. The molds themselves are works of art, precision crafted to create perfect shapes. Smooth surfaces, sharp details. Every curve and corner is considered. For bars, the tempered chocolate is poured into flat molds. It's vibrated to remove any air bubbles. This ensures a smooth surface and consistent texture. For truffles, the process is more complex. A shell is created first, then a filling is added. Finally, another layer of chocolate seals it. Each step requires perfect timing and temperature control. Lindt's famous Lindor truffles deserve special mention. Their smooth, melting centers are legendary. The outer shell cracks gently when you bite, then the filling flows out. It's a moment of pure indulgence. Section 7. Packaging perfection, the final touch. Packaging is more than just wrapping. It's the first thing you see, the first thing you touch. It sets expectations, creates anticipation. Lindt understands this well. Their packaging is as carefully crafted as their chocolate. It's part of the total experience. For bars, the foil comes first. It protects the chocolate, keeps it fresh. The foil is stamped with the Lindt logo, a mark of quality. Over this goes the paper wrapper. Rich colors, gold accents. It feels special before you even open it. For boxes of pralines or truffles, the presentation is even more elaborate. Ribbons, embossing, every detail considered. But it's not just about looks. The packaging has to protect. Section 8. A Sweet History. Lindt's Chocolate Legacy. Lindt's story begins in 1845. David Springley Schwartz and his son Rudolf Springley Amann owned a small confectionery shop in Zurich. They were among the first to make chocolate in solid form. This was revolutionary at the time. Most chocolate was drunk as a beverage. Their chocolate quickly gained fame. In 1899, Rudolf Springley Amann's sons divided the business. The younger son, David Robert, took over the chocolate factory. He bought Rodolphe Lindt's chocolate factory in Bern. This included the rights to Lindt's inventions, most importantly, the conching machine. The company became chocolates.Lindt, later simplified to Lindt and Springley. Lindt continued to innovate. In 1949, they created the Lindor truffle. It was an instant hit. Section 9. Global Indulgence. Lindt's worldwide appeal. From its Swiss origins, Lindt has become a global name. You can find their chocolates in over 120 countries. From New York to New Delhi, Tokyo to Turin. Each market might have its favorites, but the quality is always the same, always unmistakably Lindt. This global reach hasn't come at the cost of craft. Each Lindt production facility follows the same exacting standards, the same techniques, the same commitment to quality. Whether a truffle is made in Switzerland or the USA, it tastes the same. It's a remarkable feat of consistency, a testament to Lindt's processes and training. Lindt has also adapted to local tastes. In some countries, they offer unique flavors, special editions that reflect local preferences. But always with the Lindt touch, always with that smooth, rich character. It's a balance of global brand and local sensibility, a chocolate that feels both familiar and special wherever you are. As we reach the end of our journey, think back to those cocoa beans, to the farmers who tenderly care for each pod, to the roasters, the conchers, the molders, to every hand that touches these chocolates on their way to you. Lindt is more than just a treat. It's a global collaboration, a celebration of craft, a moment of indulgence that connects us all. From bean to bar, it's a sweet journey indeed.